Dr. Wood, second video this morning, and this video is a follow-up on procrastination. And everybody knows they procrastinate. The question is, what are we procrastinating about? So, in life, confusion is from thinking and feeling. So when we think this is what our partner said, that's not what they said. And we felt something, we feel this is what we need to do. A lot of times that's not correct either. See, a feeling is what you're feeling, but it doesn't mean it's the truth. You know, in life, we tend to seek pleasure and avoid pain, and typically people who seek nothing but pleasure wind up ruining their lives. A lot of things feel pleasurable. Cookies make us feel good. Heroin makes people feel good. Cocaine makes people feel good. You know, a donut makes some people feel good. Eating a lot makes some people feel good. Drinking a lot makes some people feel good. Not to say that, you know, to overjudge any of that stuff. The conversation is, are feelings facts or truth? And the answer is no. It's true, you're feeling the feeling, but the feeling isn't necessarily the fact. And this is challenging. When I wrote the book Miracles in Minutes, was that all humans bias towards, if it feels good, therefore it must be good for me. And like I said, if we follow that line of thinking and logic, we can find out that's not very wise, because if grandma is in pain and she has a bad back, you can give her narcotics and she'll be feeling better, but she's not functioning better. And life is about functioning or having it work out for you the way you want it. So in decision making, we typically do it by what we think or by what we feel. See, I thought this is what I needed to do, or I felt this is the right thing to do. And then there's the last one. You know what you need to do, but are avoiding it. That's the real one. So what you could do is get a sheet of paper. If you can get honest with yourself, what is it you know you need to do? Sometimes you don't know because you're so afraid of looking in that no category. And just start writing it down. What is it you know you need to do, and write all the things down. Now, in doing that, don't make a mountain out of it, and just look at it. And then pick one thing that you know you need to do. And here's the good news. It's really interesting. And I'm going to cover this from John Wooden and Bill Walsh. John Wooden, if you don't know who he is, he was the most successful basketball coach there was. Guess how much he focused on success? 0. He always focused on helping each player become the best person they could be. Character. He didn't care about your reputation. That's what other people think of you. Character is what you are. Because what you are is what you can do. And that's always about becoming your best self. So, it's interesting that Wooden, if he was focused on, let's put your socks on correctly, boys. And I'm like, put my socks on correctly? Like, what's this have to do with basketball? But it's kind of like the biblical phrase, if God can't trust you in the little things, why would he give you the big things? And here's the funny thing. It's the little things, surprisingly, that allow the big things. And where we get frustrated in life is we're focusing on all the big stuff. But if we just focused on the little things, the big things kind of just happen. Bill Walsh. Bill Walsh was the coach at Stanford University. He came over to the San Francisco 49ers. And when he came over to the 49ers, he took the 49ers from being the most disgraceful team in the NFL, losing seasons every year, to all of a sudden now becoming Super Bowl champions with Joe Montana, and the year after year after year after year. You can have great players. A lot of NFL teams have great players, but that doesn't mean they become champions. That doesn't mean they become Super Bowl champs. And what all the great coaches do, surprisingly, focus on the little things. Is your locker room clean? Do you have your uniform on properly? Are you lined up properly? That's it. They didn't get over crazy about all the big stuff. They focused on the little things. And there's another book that I read called Power versus Force, and I've heard some different things about it. But if you look at a building or a human being, you're made up of atoms, protons, neutrons, electrons. Little things create the big thing. And if you focus on the little things, you'll have the big thing, and it functions. Everyone tries to make a big change. The funny thing is, if you make a small change, it makes the big change. The statement goes, how you are in one thing is how you are in everything. If you try to take on the big thing, you frustrate yourself and you tend to fail. If you focus on the little thing, you tend to create the success you want. That's a real key right there. I make this error all the time. I always focus on the big things. It feeds my ego and my pride. However, humility is the focus on the little things. Not what you think you need to do, not what you feel you need to do. Procrastination is what is it you know you need to do and aren't doing. That's where we're avoiding. The avoiding is actually where the area that's going to make the difference in our life. So if you write down all the things you know you need to do, okay, write them down on a sheet of paper, pick one. Make a commitment to yourself for the next 30 days that you're going to, or 40 days, or 60 days, that you're going to focus on this one thing and do it every day. You're going to take the one thing that you've been avoiding, that you know you need to do, that's called procrastination, and choose to do it anyway. And pat yourself on the back at the end of every day of, I did it. And you do it in the morning. You do it right away. You don't put it off to the end of the day. You get on it right away, if your schedule permits. If not, it needs to be in your schedule for that day. You might even want to write out your schedule for the week, or maybe for a day. Take a look at what you're doing. So when you want your life to change, what's the one thing you know you need to do, you're willing to do, to accept doing, to take on this challenge, and then go do it. You make a commitment and you write it in your calendar. Today, a to-do list. My father does to-do list every day. He's 77 years old. And he writes it down. This is what he's going to do today. He has a set of goals for the day. And then he scratches it off at the end of the day. And it always gives him a sense of accomplishment. I'm not as disciplined as him in regards to that matter. And I never saw the why for myself in doing it. Now I'm getting older and life starts to get a little challenging. You go, how much longer do I have? What is it I want to do that I'm not doing, that I want to do, that I want to have in my life, and I don't have it right now? And there's a few things I can think of. So then I look at, what is it I know I need to do that I'm not doing and that I'm avoiding? And so today could be that day where I just take action on it. And you have to say, if you don't take action, then you're going to lose out. If you do take action, there's a good chance you're going to get it. And I like having a good chance of getting what I want versus having no chance. The price is doing what I know I need to do. What is it that you're avoiding? What is it you don't want to look at that you need to look at? And can you find the courage to look at it this time? And then not only look at it, are you willing to take one little thing? You have a big list of all the things you know you need to do, and then just choose to do it and make a commitment to the next 30 days. So this is how you overcome procrastination and start creating the life you want. Dr. Wood, hope this helps you.